Hello again, it's Monday morning. It's been a heavy weekend. We had work to do on Friday, so 12 hours of drinking. It was quite heavy duty. Right, we're back into it now. And I've just been planing and sanding down the bottom of that old original newel post to make it match in with the new one I've put on. I've just put some more plugs in. I've been sanding down the old ones, you can't really see them. I've cleaned the room out. It was hanging, poor painter. There must have been dust going everywhere. So he's not here today, which is good. Essentials, got my coffee. He was going to start painting the other day, but painting the handrail, but he must have got distracted and pulled off to another job. Right, today's job, 12:30 it is now. Flooring. So I've got to get over I've priced to do the bit that isn't floored. I don't know if you can say that that's floored. Anyway, I've got the boss coming up later, so she's going to have a look around here. If I'm going to be flooring it, yeah, it's going to be a bit awkward getting around all these bits. But I'll measure up now and see what we've got for how many sheets we need. Right, we're back at a job I did the other week. I don't know if I did a video on this, but they wanted these blinds fitting, so I've put a few of them in. I don't know. There's one there. So they're all done. The house is empty. It's waiting to be rented out. But they'd measured this one the wrong size, so they've sent down a new blind. This one is fitting, and there's another one which I'm guessing is for in here, but unfortunately the blinds hit the handles, so they've had to have timbers put on the top, but you don't really notice them once the blinds on them. That's got timber behind it, so you don't really see it. Right, let's unbox this and see if this one fits. That's another one up. They're quite interesting, these blinds, because they sort of, you could have blackout or, well, not blackout, but there's still a lot of light coming through them. But just privacy blinds, I suppose. And the one in the bedroom. The annoying thing about them is this was facing the wrong way up here. So you couldn't turn it too easily because they were designed to go onto the ceiling. But I suppose they could have gone on the ceiling, but yes, I've had to rotate the top of the blind round, which is all right. Once you've done it, you sort of understand how it works. Right, that's this job finished, and that's me for today. It starts to get a bit dark, but it's, what time is it? Oh, it's 3:10. I've ordered all the flooring for the last job I was at the attic. So to get get it all upstairs, I'm using 8x4 sheets of, they wanted Wiser spruce plywood. So I've got 8x4 sheets and I've had them ripped down the middle, so they're going to be 2 foot by 8 foot. And they're not going to be ready until tomorrow afternoon. But I'm at the basement job tomorrow. So I'm going to hang a door and architrave and skirting. Decorators are coming on the day, what day are we today? Monday. Decorators are coming in on Wednesday. The electricians are there today. So it's all happening down there, but I need to keep ahead of the painters. So once they've painted, the flooring can go down, and then that room is just about ready. It needs a heater in it then, and that's about it. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna have an early day today. And I'm still not fully recovered from work still on Friday. I think it's taken it out of me. Very tired. Right, so yeah, getting ready for tomorrow. See you later. Wednesday morning. No, sorry, it's Tuesday morning. And I'm back at the handrail job. And the painter's put he did knotting yesterday, and he's put some undercoat on it, or primer. So yeah, all starting to look a bit better. I did notice him cutting the pellets off straight after I put them in. I told him I'd just put them in, but he'll fill those. He obviously hasn't got a very sharp chisel. I was going to do them, but obviously he wants to get on with the painting. He hasn't done those yet. So this is, and this job, I'm doing flooring, but I'm waiting for it to get cut down the middle so I can take it up the stairs. It's 8x4 sheets, and I'd struggle getting them up there. So I'm doing it 8x2 sheets. I've had them all cut in half. So I'm going to pick those up later today, and I'll come back tomorrow and do that. But the reason I'm here, I forgot my cappuccino machine and my sugar and spoon and all that. So yeah, I've got that, and I'm going to head up to the next job now. I just had to nip back to number 6. It is. Painters have been in. Looking good. It's all starting to take shape. I need to put that flooring down really, because I'm finished under there. Yeah, they can't do the kitchen yet. I've got a couple of bits to do in the kitchen to finish off the worktops, but I found out what type of worktops I want now. Yeah, I've done a bit of plastering. Yeah, this is going to be ready well before I am. Yeah, this is where I need to get the shower room. There's a massive slope on the floor going down that way. I need to get rid of that rubbish. Just, yeah, but I can't do that until I finish this other job. So I'm going to carry on with that. Right, I'm hanging the door. I've just picked up my router. That's why I haven't fixed this side of the frame. I always fix that to the door. So I'm put the hinges on, get the height right, and then I can adjust it, the frame round, the lining round, to make sure it fits lovely. Right, just give you a quick update. We've got the insulation in the stud-work now. Doors on, stops on, handles on, skirting is on. I'm a bit restricted on tools. Oh, the architrave, the state of that. So it'll all blend in when it's painted. A couple of issues I've got. We were only going to do this room originally, and now we've been asked to do this one as well. So I didn't get any architrave for in here, and we're the other side of the island to where you get the architrave from. So I'm going to put the plasterboard up, and worry about it later, I think, because the painters are starting tomorrow morning, and I've got no chance of getting the architrave on by then. I think what I'll do is I'll just leave it. They can paint everything, and then this is just going to be a storage area for the barbecue and that. So they might probably I'll have to do something with the top, but I could even put architrave on and paint it. So I'm trying to keep on top of the rubbish as well. Get that out. Right, now I'm going to get the plasterboard on. Fortunately, I marked the plasterboard when I made that piece because of the shape of the ceiling. I thought it was going to be pretty similar to the other side. So I must have marked it on the back of it, so because I want to do the mirror image. So I'll cut that, try it in, and see how that works. There's 15 sheets there. I've just taken 5 up. I think I'll do them 5 at a time because it's hard work. I don't know why they wanted this. I priced for attic flooring, which was much cheaper and lighter, but they wanted this, and they're the boss. So I'll rip up. There's the other 5 I brought up. I'll have to move these out of the way. That's a air conditioning unit and a tumble dryer. Why you'd want to tumble dry washing up here? Yeah, I'll have to do that. It's not too dark. If I clear a bit of space, we're stuck with a bit of the pipes running surface. Here I'm going to go on top of the tuber one, and then I'll have a step in it, or I might put some 2x1 on that. We'll see. I'll get this bit done first. I'll go this way across here. That's the first board down, so I've managed to get the bits and pieces that were up here on it, get them out of the way. There's a few more bits, coal bucket and stuff like that. So I'm going to carry on, just putting full sheets in, then I'll do all the cuts later. That's the floor finished. Been quite epic. But actually the void goes further down there. That's not practical to get in there. There's all the boxes for the electrician to get to his cables. So yeah, it's a shame about the pipes, because it was a bit of a pain having to cut around them. They're the feet that support the water tank. I put the insulation back up because it was in my way mainly. So yeah, it's now 4:25, so I'm just gonna get my tools away, have a bit of a clean up, get a bit of the sawdust up. It was quite challenging in there with the lack of light, especially measuring stuff. Right, that's this job finished. When I say it's this job finished, it's not really, because they've asked me if I can repair this. Someone's cut it up and not put anything underneath it. So yeah, I've got to put it back up again, denail it, put a batten underneath it, and then screw it back down. So I'll do that now. Right, I put a batten, well, it's timber, screwed it through the top, which will support it. So I don't know what they used to cut that with, but it's a bit of a mess. So I'll just jigsaw it back together again and screw it down. So that'll be not going to go anywhere then. That's it all finished, that bit. So I'm going to work on the stairs now. Good morning, it's Thursday morning and I'm at number 9, which is the job where I did the shower boarding and everything. And someone's been leaving the door open. So we've got lots of leaves blowing in. I don't know how they do it. So carpet's going down. Vinyl in the kitchen. Yeah, it's all taking shape. Brings it all together once the carpet's in. Right, my job today, better take my shoes off, is they want draft exclude around these doors because there's daylight being seen. And yeah, it's not good for a draft. So I think the best way of doing it, this is just badly, that's too narrow, which doesn't help. Yeah, the door looks too narrow there. Doesn't quite go against the rebate. I don't know what's going on there. Right, I think the main part is the piece up the middle. So what I might do is put a little strip of timber. Oh, you can feel the draft here. Yeah, that's really drafty. And the bottom's really bad. So if I put a strip that covers it, that's a slave door, this is the door that opens. So if we could put a strip over the front, that will cut the draft down. I think that'll be a start. They're a bit, I don't know. It's just the door's not quite big enough. It's a bit odd, it could do with the piece putting on it. I might just glue a bit on here. Give it a bit of cover over the rebate. And that will help the draft. Right, let's go and get some bits. Right, I've cut a bit of strip wood. A bit hard to do with one hand. So I'm just going to pin it to the frame. And then, at least you can't see daylight anymore. I should reduce the draft. I think it's going to stop it. And I've also got another piece, which I'm going to fix the back of the actual frame, door, or window, French window. So that should cover that gap. This has got a round on it because it's just the offcut from this bit. So I'm not playing it square. So we've got a square edge coming up against the rebate. Right, I've pinned that on the door. There's a lot less daylight than there was. I've pinned a piece to the edge of the door here. So that stopped the daylight through there. And it was still getting daylight underneath. So I'll just put a piece on the bottom. I'm just going to pull that down now. I don't know, you know, that's much better than it was. You can't feel the draft anymore. So I think we'll call that a success. I need to get the painter in to paint that now. Right, I've got the other two to do. So I'll do a similar sort of thing. This has got there's a lot of daylight in the middle and daylight underneath. Run out of bits of batten, bits of trim. But once that's painted, that'll look like it's always been like that. My biggest worry now is we've got 14 of these buildings here, and they're going to want them all doing, and they'll want me to do them, and I'll get bored. I don't mind doing one. It's a bit of a challenge, but I just don't do repetitive. Right, let's get these nailed and finished. Right, the second one's got quite a big gap. It's more the cold you can feel coming through on this. So I've just cut a piece, I'm going to stick that on. We haven't got the problem on the edges now. Right, so hopefully I'll stick this on and we won't get any more daylight through it, or draft. That's the third one done. So that's made a big difference with draft coming through. I still think there's going to be a draft at the bottom. So I'll speak to the owners. We could always put like a draft excluder, like with brushes on at the bottom, that might help. I might go and get one actually and stick it on. I've just fitted a handrail up the stairs for a client. It was just more of a temporary thing. The staircase originally is oak, and there was a quote of £3,500 to put a new handrail on of oak, just so the woman could support herself going up the stairs. So I just got the off-the-shelf stuff and stuck it on, so at least it's helped out a lot for her, so they're quite happy with that. And this was a toilet that, once you flushed it, it carried on putting water into the system. So yeah, I just had to fiddle about with I just kept moving it up and down and pulling it in and out, and that seems to have fixed it. So that stopped it from flowing. And also there's a shower head that needs, the handle that needs replacing, so I've ordered one of those. It's just bits and pieces, general maintenance on the house. Hello again, welcome to a new week. I haven't quite finished the upload for last week was a bit delayed. I presume it's gone up, I haven't put it up yet. Because Friday I got to this job where I was going to do some work and the floor was being laid. So I couldn't get access to the area I was working at. So I used that as an excuse not to do any work. This is all looking lovely now. Now the carpet's in, it's freshened it right up. So they're the timber strips that I put on the windows to stop the draft. I need to move my compressor. I could have done with that yesterday. Yeah. It always finishes the job off when the flooring goes down. This doesn't. So looking good. I'll have a look upstairs. The work I'm doing here is all in the bathroom. Well, I thought it was. It looks like I have to do a bit here as well. Glue that up, put some pins in the air nailer. Yeah, that's probably had the best flooring before, and it's like the worst flooring now. So this is where I'm working, not this one. Let's have a quick look. I need to go back on. Now I've had a nightmare with this shower panel. When I bought this panelling, it's 900mm wide. But they said we also do 250mm wide. So I bought one length. Well, I thought I bought one length. It was £70 for a length, but it turns out it's a pack. So I took one out of a pack anyway. I cut it, went to fit it, totally different colour, totally different groove, rebate. So it just didn't fit. So I went back and they went, oh no, that's wrong stock, and oh, it turned into a nightmare. Anyway, so I've got a new piece for that. Got a big piece. So I need to put that on. The shower riser, that's not being used, it's old. So I need to put a shower riser in there. I need to glue that back on. I need to glue the skirting back down. And I think that's everything done. That's this place finished. So I'm going to nip off and get the shower riser. I'll get one of those. And then, yeah, we'll move from here, number 9, to number 6. Right, the work I did yesterday, I was at the place where I'm doing the basement. So I went to finish the basement off. I've just got a bit more architrave to go on there. And the painters were in there still painting. So they finished yesterday, but all the paint was wet, so I couldn't do any work in there. And the floor's going down today, so the guy's fitting the floor. But I put handrails up on the stairs. I did a few bits and pieces yesterday, so I did do a bit of videoing. I'll put them up. And now we're Tuesday. I think I'm going back there Friday. So I've allocated, that'll be the last time I work there before Christmas. I've explained how busy I am, and they've given me a list of jobs to do before Christmas, which are essential, and then another list for after Christmas. So I'll try and get all them done Friday. That means I can concentrate on number 6, push that forward. We're not far off there, so it'd be good to get that done. At least this one will be finished today, so they've had people looking around about renting it. Right, I'm going to nip up, get some bits and pieces, and then get this place finished. I've cut the panel, so it just needs to fit in the groove. It's not playing the game at the moment, and I think the reason being is that's been in the store, which is a bit warmer than in here. So I'm guessing we need this to heat up. I've tried pushing it in, it's a bit stuck in there at the moment, so I've got the heater on. I'm gonna let the heater warm the room up a bit. I've got to nip off and get some bits. I'll shut the door, get this toasty, hopefully that will warm up a bit, and then we can just pop it in. Then I'm gonna go and get this bit, the riser rail. I've noticed, I just rested that on. Yeah. Need to silicone that. I'll silicone all that underneath as well. And get that so it's not wobbling about. Yeah, and hopefully when I come back, the temperature will have moved up a bit. It would have been that bit more pliable. I'm a bit worried that the guy I got the other bits off that didn't fit was saying because they've changed the profile slightly, so different batches, but I hope that's not the case. We'll find out when I come back. Otherwise I'll have to get an Allen key or something, pop it in and pull the thing out again. I don't really want to graze the new paint. It's still going to go over a little bit, so we'll be alright. We'll be able to silicone that gap. But it gives it a bit of expansion as well. Right, I got the shower panel off. It just seems a bit tight and the groove. I'll have to get an offcut and see if it fits in a smaller bit. The heater's doing its job. It's toasty up here. I've just got a shower riser kit, so I'll fit that to the shower. I've got a feeling I'll have to go fix it to the tiles behind the shower board. Then I'm going to get my silicone up. I'm going to get the hoover up, because there's lots of that from when I fitted the shower door. Give it a quick hoover, check that fits, get that on, and then put that skirting back on, so I need the silicone for that as well. That is this room, not just this room, this is this house finished, all done. So we've got the end panel on, I've siliconed the skirting on, siliconed the sink in, I've done it all from underneath as well. That's all done. I've put the handrail on, that'll straighten out once it's got some hot water running through it. Oh, I need to silicone those plates back, that's one thing I've forgotten. So I'm going to do that now. I've given it a hoover up. The heater works well, that was getting too hot up here. Yeah, electrician's got to come back, but that's nothing to do with me. So I think I'm done here, which is good. Move on to number 6 now. I'll get set up, it's 3 o'clock, so I'll be able to get a few things organised, ready for tomorrow. Right, I'm back at the bungalow where I did the crack repair. I've not actually seen how the cracks have worked out. That's where the fireplace was. Beautiful. They still don't know what they're doing about the thing there. That's where the fireplace was. You can sort of see scars and that, but that's turned out all right. And the other one, oh there was a beast of a crack down there. So that's blended in lovely. And it's all solid now. Right, my job here, I've been asked to take all the doors off because the carpet won't fit underneath them. Can't see that being an issue. I think these carpet fitters are getting a bit lazy. Take all the doors off. That's not even getting carpet, that one. And I bet all the hinges are painted yet, so it's going to make a mess. There's not getting carpet there. That has to be thick carpet, not to need any of that taken off. All these doors. That obviously doesn't need to come off because it's on the tile floor. Tiled. Really? That's with underlay there as well. How thick's the carpet? Big gap. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, ridiculous taking that off, 5 doors. 5 doors, unless they want the cupboard doors doing, in which case there'll be loads of them. Right, I better phone up and double check. This was all sanded before, it's all been stained again. Very nice. Looks a lot better now with paint on it. All coming together. Wow, one door's off. Wonder if this has been refloored. And that's why the door's off. Don't know. Anyway, I'll double check and see what they want. I've taken this door off because it was a bit close. It still looked like there was plenty of room, but I think this has been a bit of a waste of my time. The carpet's going down tomorrow morning, and the guy said, can I meet him here and take any doors off that need taking off whilst he's doing it, but not a chance, I'm too busy. I can't see, you know, I don't want to take all these off just on a whim, that they might touch the carpet. I'm sure he can undo the screws. So we'll leave it like that and see what happens. Right, we're back at the cellar job. I'm just going to put some architrave around the door, a bit of skirting in. There's no lights in here yet. It's all taking shape though, it's all starting to look good. Yeah, they've done a good job on the dry lining. So the electrician's got a few problems. He's got an employee who's supposed to be doing this work, his wife's ill, so I'm not sure when he's coming back, but hopefully it'll be not too long. Right, I've got a few bits to do upstairs. Make a pin board and water purifier and bits and pieces, so we'll go and have a look at that. The owner of this job has got a garage where he's got lots of gym equipment, and he wanted some sort of flooring to go down. So I've been around the flooring shops, but they didn't have anything suitable. So we've got this, found this from B&Q. It's interlocking rubber matting, which seems to be perfect. So I was just putting out the, putting it down, moving those machines around was a bit of a job, but yeah, he wanted it extending more. He loved it so much. So yeah, I came back afterwards and put a bit more down. But yeah, it's quite nice stuff to work with. I was quite pleased with it. Hello again, good morning. It is now Tuesday, a new week at Able Builders. Yesterday didn't really happen. We had I had jobs booked in. I had to drop off some rubbish that was in the van and then pick up some bits. And the job got cancelled. It was a patio door that wouldn't unlock, so they wanted the lock changed. Anyway, so yesterday didn't really happen. I got lots done, but not work-wise. So today we're starting off with a fridge. As this freezer, I think the problem is the handles come off the freezer bit, so the freezer door won't keep shut, and it keeps icing up a lot. So there's a new fridge freezer. Hopefully it will fit in there. So I just had to take the door off, all the sliding bits attached to the door. There's a door there. Slide it in. Apparently you leave them for 24 hours, I think. And then you can fire them up. Something to do with if they've been on their edge and it's just been delivered and people are carrying on inside. So I think we'll leave it for the day. Put it in there, leave it for the day, and then turn it on tomorrow. That's the fridge in, but unfortunately it's opening on the wrong side. So the doors are on this side, so we need the fridge to open into the kitchen by the other way. So I've just got to disconnect these hinge brackets and then put them on the other side. There's holes for them there. And then I can have the fridge door opening the other way. Right, that's it all in. The only disadvantage is the doors are different size to the doors on the unit. So they both open at the same time. You've got the freezer and the fridge open together. But I'm pretty sure that one, yeah, that just had one door. So it wasn't split doors. The problem I have, on this one, I had to paint part of the fridge. I might just get some black gaffer tape or something and put that on it. So it's all fixed, it's plugged in, but it's not switched on. So I'm gonna leave it till tomorrow. I don't know if that's a myth that you have to leave it. It's got ice maker, egg holder, bits and pieces. I'll have to read the instructions, see what goes where. I presume these go on the hinges. So yeah, job one done for today. Right, we're back in the cellar job. We've got I don't know if you've seen it since the panes have been. I'm about to put the architrave around the door. There was an issue with the telephones this morning, and it turns out there's 2 outputs for the telephone lines, and had to swap those over to get the phone working upstairs. The electrician's been, so we've got the lights in there, which is good, and sockets. So let's put in the trunking to make its way back into the fuse board. Oh right, yeah, it just runs down the wall. Right, oh yeah, I fitted a TV on a wall bracket this morning. It was just luck that the stud ran down offset where the TV needed to mount to keep it quite central in the wall, so that's all up and running. Just charging my battery up for the battery gun. So yeah, now I'm going to do bit skirting and architrave. So hopefully the architrave will cover that gap. I've just done the architrave around the door. That's some nice scribes there with the handsaw. So just needs a bit of paint and smake down the edge, just put a bit of skirting on. I think we're finished in here now. I did mark the bottle box with my saw, I was cutting everything on there. Right, I've got to do a pin board upstairs now. Well, we've extended the floor out a bit. It's all the interlocking square modular, they're like rubber mattings. So just made like a gym area. That's, yeah, seems happy with that. And now I'm making the pin board. So I've just put some MDF up here. And I'm going to put some, they used to call it Celotex, so you can put drawing pins into it. So that's today's job. That's the pin board. It's just on 1/2 inch MDF with the Celotex on it, whatever it's called. It was a bit of a issue. There was 5 boards at the merchants when I was buying it, and all 5 of them were damaged, but this was the least damaged. So yeah, just sort of it's getting pictures on it. So hopefully that'll work out all right. Yeah, I just put a 12mm beading and then a beading over it, cover the edge. So he likes his pictures, so he's got more space to put pictures now. Just done the finishing touches in the salad. We just had to put a few pictures up just to make it a bit more homely. So I think they've got a couple of chairs coming down. Right, that's me done. The client asked if we could have a bit of the batten going across the break in the pin board. He said it'd be better for him with separate top and bottom, which works out well. Back at the job, the flat job, the people have moved in now, and there's a snagging list of bits and pieces. They wanted the knobs changed on these units, but this door on the left didn't actually open. There's pipe work behind it, so yeah, and the knobs they gave me, the bolts weren't long enough to go through to fix them onto the doors, so I have to get longer ones of those. And also, the old shower had damaged the wallpaper, so they wanted that repairing, but that's more of a painter's job, so I'll get the painter in to sort that out, and they can tidy it up and finish it off and make it look nice again. Yeah, another key box, which I think they forgot the number or something, so I've had to chisel it off, which wasn't easy in here because it's a bit restricted for space, so we got underneath it with a chisel. Got it open. The guy who looks after the place here, he managed to take the back off, reset the combination. So yeah, it's got a couple of marks on it, but that will carry on working again now. I'm in the basement and I've just had to rig up the compressor to make this box and get some light down there because it's a bit dark. So this is what I'm going to put on the cover the pipes. So I'll just quick grip it on. and yeah, the block for the cupboard as well. I'm going to put that on. This is a little box I made. It just fits against the skirting, covers the pipes for the old B-day. And then there was a block on the right hand side of that pillar that was missing, so I've replaced that. This was a towel rail and one end had fallen off, so I had to take it apart, take that bit that sticks out off to make it match. And then, not my favourite job, replacing a loo seat, which I did with a new one that they'd supplied. So I put that on, and that was that job done. Yeah, I'm back at the job where the freezer was fitted a couple of days ago. I couldn't actually remove the old freezer because I didn't have room in the van. So I've just come to pick it up. I'm not really working today. It's a Christmas break, so we got to the end of the week. Yeah, happy Christmas if you watch this before Christmas, and we'll see you in the new year when we get back to work again.